Joe Biden, Trump on US election. Primate Ayodele. Hello everyone, welcome back to Greenfield Media. We hope you're doing well wherever you are. Thank you for following us and may God bless you. Please like this post and share with your friends, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. Let us know what you think about this post in the comment section. Thank you again for following us and may God bless you. So, Primate Ayodele, one of Nigeria's most prominent prophets, has said that he warned Joe Biden and President Trump on the US election. Let's hear what he has to say in a recent interview that was done by a certain Lawrence Nyogasu. So the leader of the Henry Evangelical Spiritual Church, Primate Elijah Ayodele, has advised Nigerian politicians to always listen to the voice of God for guidance as they strive to lead the people and the country. In his interview with Lawrence Nyogasu, the outspoken prophet recalled his prophecies about the NSAS crisis and how the protests could have been avoided if the government had listened to him. So we'll take this post by questions. He was given certain questions or asked certain questions during the interview, and his response were as follows. So the first question was, with what is happening in the US election, it seems you are right again. That was referring to what he had said earlier about the US election and how it will go. He had, said that Joe Biden will probably win. So he replied, and I quote, this is Primate Ayodele now, I'm quoting him. We can only give God the glory because mine was to say the mind of the Lord. I only prophesied that Biden must pick either Michelle Obama, Kamala Harris, Gretchen Whitmer, or Tammy Baldwin as his running mate if he must defeat President Donald Trump in the presidential election. Democrats will take over the Republicans. Same way I warned Donald Trump about scandals and his strategy. End of quote. So the next question to Primate Ayodele was, did you reach out to Joe Biden or Trump? And Primate Ayodele responded, and I quote, both parties actually reached out for advice from me, but I was blunt that the chances of Biden were clearer because the Lord has spoken to me, his name labeled everywhere. There is no way I would have to say that I would have to say what I didn't see, because the gift was given and any day I misuse it, I might leave. End of quote. So the next question to the prophet was, do you think such would have happened if PDP had picked Bukola Saraki in 2019? Now, Primate Ayodele now responded, and I quote, they made a major mistake because they would have still been, they would have still remained in power, but they always neglect the words of the prophets, not those who talk indirectly. I mean those prophets who put their reputations at stake when they open their mouth without minding the power that be. There are prophets in Nigeria who are valued more outside the country than how they are valued within the shores of the country. Politicians from far and near come to hear what Nigerian prophets have to say about their faiths and faiths. But Nigerian politicians solely believe in godfatherism, occultism, and election manipulation. If PDP had listened to me by fielding Saraki instead of Atiku in 2019, Saraki would have defeated Buhari, but PDP did what they wanted, and they are feeling the pains now. Come 2023, I will speak the mind of God again. God has revealed to me those who can run this country or rule this country, and I will reveal it when the time comes. Call me any name. I don't care as long as I am doing God's work. My critics have made me stronger, and I draw strength from them because they are only jealous of my gift. I'm not a prophet in Nigeria alone. I'm a global prophet. Saraki is one of the many politicians that can put this country in the right direction, but politicians will not look towards that direction. They would prefer to pick someone that they can manipulate and suppress the people. Someone who is not ordained by God. I pity those who ignore the words of God because they are oneness. If the Democrats and Republicans can seek after prophecies, who are Nigerian politicians? I'm only answerable to God, end of quote. So the prophet, Primate Ayodele, said that if they had picked Saraki over Atiku in 2019, PDP would have been in power now. Well, I never knew he had said this earlier. And the fact that he's even singing Saraki's praises is questionable because they're all the same to me. Atiku, Saraki, whoever. So the next question to the prophet was that how do you feel when your prophecy comes true? Quoting the prophet now, Primate Ayodele, quoting him, I hear what people say when I am right with my prophecy. I was right about Edo and Ondo elections, but when I tell them about incoming disasters and they don't heed it, I feel unfulfilled because most times prophecies are supposed to prepare us for the future. There are some who still think that the prophecies are permutation or guesswork. Sometimes some people call me a political prophet, and I don't care about it. Look at the professors who spoke and prophesied about Trump and Biden. Are they doing it because of money? In my case, has anyone seen me collecting money or attending any political gathering? When I made Edo prophecy, I had no meeting with Obaseki, but all that I said came to pass to the glory of God. The same thing happened when I warned Adams Oshomole and he ignored it, and all I said about him came to pass. God told me what will happen or what will become of the election from the beginning. What will become of Trump? God told me and I said it. We need to start to learn how to give kudos to anyone that has one step advantage over us. There is no time a prophet is in the same realm with an ordinary man. When I prophesied about the protest against Buhari government, many thought I was trying to gain ground. Meanwhile, my name is everywhere. But when the protest started, they were running helter skelter because they don't know how the root of a problem. They don't know the root of a problem, and therefore they don't have solutions. There are still more coming. There are still betrayers in Buhari's cabinet, and until the president gives the right people access to his government, he might not be remembered for positive change. The protest can turn to his advantage if he sought advice from the right people. The corruption the president is fighting will end his tenure if it is not taken care of. So he's speaking about President Buhari and Nigeria's issue, the NSAS protest. He said he had prophesied it, he had told the Buhari government and they did nothing about it. That Nigerian politicians do not even give kudos to him, that he predicted the Edo election also. So maybe we need to pay more attention to Prophet Ayodele or Primate Ayodele as this called. Let's see the next question and the last question that was asked and what he answered. So recently, your prophecies came to pass in some African countries' election. What are you seeing in Ghana election? So he answered, Primate Ayodele now. So I quote Primate Ayodele. In the book, Warnings to the Nations, the prophecies are there that elections in the midst of protests will be held in Tanzania. So the Ghana election has been revealed. The major thing is that there are people who can turn Nigeria around in both parties in this country if they run for the post. Another revelation is that Nigeria needs prayer to fight against a pending unrest and economic depression. most especially, Buhari needs prayer because he will cry and the villa will mourn. A very prominent person will die. There will be redeployment in the army. So the question was, what are you seeing in Ghana's election? And Primate Ayodele didn't answer. The only thing he said about Ghana in the answer that he gave was Ghana election has been revealed. Then he, diverted or switched his attention to Nigeria all over again. So let's see. Most of the things he's saying is obvious already. He said Buhari needs prayers because he will cry and the villa will mourn. He also said the revelation is that Nigeria needs prayer to fight against spending, unrest, and economic depression. Oh well, that is obvious for everyone to see. Nigeria has been in the depression for what, 2 to 3 years now. So none of this is news. So I hope there is some other thing that he's prophesying about, because all we saw here is things that are already obvious. So let us know what you think about this story in the comment section, please. Do you think Primate Ayodele is the man? Most of his prophecies come true, or is he just looking at the cards and making a prediction? Let us know what you think. Thank you for listening to us. Thank you for subscribing. Have a good day.